Charlie, Oscar Yankee.
Oscar Yankee station, come back.
Yes, sir. KC9VKV. This is K0 Charlie Oscar Yankee.
Roger, Oscar Yankee. What's the name there?
The name is Mike, and located in the state of Kansas.
Mike in Kansas. Is that a Roger?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we'll see. Are you running 100 watts or what?
I am running right at about 100 watts into a dipole antenna.
Roger, Roger. Mike, you are about 6 dB above my noise level, but you are in and out. That's at the peak, Roger.
Okay, sounds good. We're a good solid 5.9 here. As I said, the signal's kind of going up and down. There's some QSB, but all signals are coming through pretty good.
Roger, Roger. Well, tell me about your antenna system.
Well, depends on which one you want to talk about. I've got a dipole that's pointed kind of east-west. I got a Wyndham that's north-south. I've got a long wire that's north-south, and a Cushcraft A3 beam.
All right, and you have a rotary switch for all those?
Yes, sir, I do. At the moment, though, I'm on the dipole, and it seems to be doing about the best. I'll take it over to the Wyndham, and I'll pick up an awful lot of noise.
Roger. Is the philosophy that you have a dipole running east and west and one north and south? Is that a Roger?
Yeah, the Wyndham is north-south, dipole is east-west.
Roger, Roger. Now, typically, when you switch back and forth between them, if somebody is east of you and you switch to, you've got them on that east-west antenna, and then you switch to the north-south, what happens to their gain?
The signal does change quite a bit. As I said, because the dipole is east-west, and it seems to be the better antenna of the two. The Wyndham loads up well, and the signals are pretty good, but at the same time, they're not near as strong.
Roger that. Now, what kind of SWR are you running on those antennas?
With a tuner, I'm running 1-to-1.
Without the tuner.
They're not all that great. Usually between 2 to 3 and 1.
Roger that. Well, I have amongst my antennas, I have 3 inverted V's, and for different bands. And because I'm not smart enough to run all those one antenna on multi bands, so I have to run each one separately. But I do have a tuning method, and I've never heard anybody else actually talk about it. So excuse me, it is one that I'm taking credit for at the moment. But I do, I'm not running a transformer. I'm just running straight a inverted V, and what I do is on the negative side of the inverted V, I use that to consistently adjust my SWR, and on the positive side of the inverted V, I use that to keep coming back onto a frequency that I'm looking for, center band. And I keep going back and forth, working on SWR on the negative side and bringing it back on frequency on the high side to the center of the band. And now I have three inverted V's that are running a 1.01 to 1. Roger?
Well, I would say that's pretty well very good. If you've got the room, inverted V's, are they located in the same relative area, or are they spread out over a large area?
They are all running, being fed from a tower. And one of the most important things about when you feed off of a tower is that the feed point should be at least 2 or 3 feet away from the tower. You should suspend that feed point about 2 or 3 feet off from the tower. Roger, Roger.
Okay, I am assuming then that it's kind of like the sides of the V are legs off of the tower, except that the V or apex point is tied off from the tower.
That's a Roger, Roger. Yeah, it's at about the center point on the tower. Matter of fact, I had to convert some of my metal guy wires to part of the inverted V's because I just didn't have the space to have it all, and I would have I knew I would have conflicts if I ran guy wires from those center positions. So I just changed. They were there. The guy wires were at the center point of the tower, and I just made them incorporated them into my inverted V's. Roger.
Okay, what is the height of the tower?
The tower is about 56 feet, 57 feet, so I'm probably about 35 feet for that middle ring, Roger.
Okay, that's not too awfully bad. I had a 50-foot tower before I moved here, and it seemed to do quite well. I had a sloper on it, and of course I set it about 5 feet away from the tower, which seemed to work out real well. Where I'm at now, I've got almost an acre of ground, so I've got my antennas located in different areas. But I do have the tower for the Cushcraft beam, and it's located about 25, 30 feet away from the house, only about 25 feet up. So I'm limited as far as height goes because of the, I live in a gated community, so they've got restrictions on the height.
Oh, roger that. Now, are you using any 22 gauge wire because of the HOA?
Run that by again?
A lot of folks, if they have to confront the HOA, they use 22 gauge wire, which, 50 feet away at the bottom of the tower, you can't even hardly see the wire, Roger.
No, I'm running coax out to it.
Oh, Roger, but what are you using for an element? What size wire are you using for the element?
It's a standard Cushcraft A3.
Oh, Roger, Roger. I thought you were talking about an inverted V, and I was just curious what the element. I use a lot of RG6 for the elements, Roger.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I would imagine that would work. Also gives you a lot of strength.
Oh, Roger that, Roger that. And yeah, it just comes to the end, and I'll use split volt to wrap around and then secure it with a split volt, Roger.
Yep, that works out real well.
Well, all right. You're sounding really good, and I've got you down if you want to hear what your audio sounds like. If you drop by YouTube in the next couple of days and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, you'll be looking for Qso entitled My Group Air Check 22219. My Group Air Check 22219. Roger?
Yeah, that would be interesting to know. I've basically cobbled this station together. The station is a Tentec Omni D, which is about 45 years old. I got it resurrected a couple of years ago, and also using an old Electro Voice 727 microphone. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check out and see what I sound like.
Roger, Roger. Well, you got a nice fat audio signal there, and so I would say probably running about 3.5 dB or so, 3 dB, somewhere in that area, which would mean that your average peak modulation is somewhere around 80%. So anyway, we'll say 3s for now. Enjoyed it, and you have a real good day, Roger.
I appreciate the Qso, and we will be hooking up with you again. And like I said, I'll check out the audio and see what I sound like. Thank you so much. W3s, we'll talk to you later.
Roger, Roger, 3s that away. Well, we are fastly approaching turning into a pumpkin. We've got about 4 or 5 minutes left. If there's somebody who wants to check out their audio, give me a shout. This is KC9VKV.